Hello out there, oily people. My name is Jessica Linville. Thanks for tuning in and watching us tonight. We appreciate all of you being here. So I'm going to talk to you about two different things tonight. The first is carrier oils, what they are, why we use them, and how we use them. Excuse me, and also some of my favorites to use. And I'm also going to talk to you about Digize Essential Oil Blend that came in your premium starter kit. So let's get started with carrier oils first. So if you've been to a class before, you might have heard us talk about it. In case you haven't, when we talk about carrier oils, first of all that is a fatty vegetable oil. And I'm going to show you some of my favorites in a minute, but it's probably things you might already have in your home or things that are really easy to get. Things like coconut oil, grapeseed oil, even olive oil, things like that, okay? There are tons of different choices out there, and everybody has a favorite, one or two or three that they like to use. So just kind of experiment and see what you and your skin happens to like the best. So one of the things you'll hear us say when we talk about about carrier oils is we use them to help dilute our essential oils. So when I first heard that word dilute, that kind of usually makes me think of causing something to not be maybe as effective. And that's not what this means at all. Using a carrier oil with your essential oils doesn't change anything about the effectiveness or even the frequency of it. It just simply affects the intensity of it. So if you happen to have more sensitive skin, if you're using oils on your children, those kinds of things, you just want to make sure that you're blending your carrier oils with your essential oils just to help dilute so you don't feel any warm, hot sensation on your skin. There are some oils that we call warm or hot oils that can feel a little warm and sensitive. So if you were to apply an oil, what we call neat, without a carrier oil, and that's totally fine to do with several, especially something like lavender, which is very mild. But for some reason you applied one, let's say Thieves. So you put Thieves on topically or even pan away, and it felt warm to the skin. All you would need to do is go and get a carrier oil and put on top of it. You wouldn't want to take and try to wash it off with soap and water because the water and oil don't mix, and that would actually drive it further in and make it feel even more hot. So the carrier oil will kind of take that sensation away immediately. If you were to accidentally get carrier oil in your eye, that's the other thing you can do, an essential oil in your eye, is put a little carrier oil on your finger or on paper towel and just kind of rub it right next to it, and the carrier oil will pull the essential out immediately, and it won't burn or sting or anything like that. So diluting your oils for safety reasons so they don't feel warm to the skin, but also to make them go further. I'm a frugal gal and I like to make my oils last a long time, and so when we use carrier oils with them, it helps stretch them, so to speak, and they last longer. The other thing is carrier oils act as a time release, and so essential oils absorb into our skin very, very quickly, and carrier oils help slow that process down and sort of stay there and hang out for a little while longer. And so that's another good reason to use a carrier oil, to act as a time release. We also use carrier oils when we make DIY items. So maybe if we make something like a rollerball blend, we put our essential oils in there first, and then we want to top off with a carrier oil. We can also make something like a little rub with some blended coconut oil with some essential oils, and something you can rub on your skin. It's already kind of pre-made that way. Lots of different DIY recipes will use carrier oils. So let's talk about some of my favorites. So one of the most common that you probably hear or see is coconut oil, and this is the solid form. You probably already have some of this in your kitchen. If not, it's easy to find. I always, with my carrier oils, always try to find organic, unrefined, cold pressed. You want the best of the best. You're using essential oils that are therapeutic grade, the best of the best. You want your carrier oils to be the same, okay? So you can usually find this like in your health food section at your grocery store. I get a lot of mine on Amazon. So you might not have known, but there's actually two different kinds of coconut oil. There's the more solid kind, which most of us are familiar with. There's also one that's called fractionated coconut oil, and this one stays liquid no matter what the temperature, and so that's a nice liquid one. Another one of my personal favorites is grapeseed oil. And like I said, I usually get these either at the store, health food store, local grocery store, or even on Amazon. Now, Young Living has some really cool carrier oils. So one is called V6, and it's a blend of 6 different oils. I will point out this one has wheat germ oil in it, so if you happen to have some issues with gluten intolerance, you might want to steer away from that. However, it's super, super, super good carrier oil. And this lasts, it's like an 8-ounce. This will last a long, long time. I use mine a lot, and sometimes they'll last 6-8 months, almost a year. And Young Living also has several different massage oils. I just have 2 here. One is called Ortho Ease and Ortho Sport. They also have one called Relaxation and a few others. And you can actually, they're a massage oil, but you can actually use these like a carrier oil. And oftentimes if I'm using something, because a lot of these are for kind of soothing muscles and things like that, I will blend those with something like Pan Away or anything else, and it just gives it a little extra kick. So I like to use those too. It's another little cool hack. So we talked about how you can use them in roller balls and as a rub or anything else. Trying to think if there's anything I forgot on that. Oh yeah. If you're new and you have not heard us talk about Dr. Jim Bob Hagerton yet, I know Tricia talks a lot about him on her Crazy Oil group, and he is an amazing crazy chiropractor is what he calls himself, from Texas, and he has a great group called the Essential Oil Club, EOC, and you can go and request to join that on Facebook. And he actually did a great video all about carrier oils and goes into a lot more detail than I'm going to tonight, and that would be a great thing to check out too, because he talks about several different kinds and what they're good for and things like that. So check that out. He will share lots more information with you. So let's move on and talk about Digize Vitality, and this came in your premium starter kit. And this is an essential oil blend, which just simply means there's several single oils within this. So let me just tell you real quick what's in it. It has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. And so this is very supportive of your digestive system. So it's going to help just with healthy normal digestion, healthy bowel movements, things like that. So different ways you can use this. You can add this just to a glass of water. Drink it either before or after a meal. Some people like to put it directly on their tongue or even under their tongue. Some people like to call it an after dinner mint because it does have a little bit of a minty aftertaste. It tastes a little bit like licorice, and I'm not a huge licorice fan. I don't really particularly care for how it tastes. So I like to add mine to a vegetable oil capsule, or a vegetable capsule, excuse me, one of our veggie capsules, which you can get at Young Living or even, again, at your local health food store. And so I'll add that with a little bit of carrier oil. And the carrier oil in this case helps for absorption and to keep you from burping up later. And that's the way I like to take it. So this one's just going to be supportive, like I said, of all things digestion. It doesn't have a super great smell to it. I like it better now than I used to, but it works like a powerhouse. Some of my favorite times to use it, if I go out and eat something like some Mexican food, which sometimes might cause some occasional bloating or anything like that, or even gassiness, it's a good one to use to kind of help get rid of that, and just good overall support of the digestive system. So if you're just needing that, it can be an as-needed kind of thing, or it can be something you might use on an ongoing basis if that's a system that you need a lot of support with. So thanks for listening. I hope that kind of explained a few things about carrier oils and Digize for you. If you have any questions, just comment below and I will come back and answer for you, okay? All right, I can't wait to see what else we got for you tonight. It's going to be fun. We're all going to learn together. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.